good, y'all? What's good, everybody? This is man Chris Bam, aka Apocalypse, representing the squad. Y'all know it's out of bounds live. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, the squad is back. Coming with y'all with a little sports chatter. Okay, went out of bounds. What up?
What up?
Sorry running late, bro. That's on me, man. My bad.
Uh,
It's on me. What's good with you?
hear this shit through my motherfucking headphones. What the fuck?
What's wrong? You having a little some sound issues?
Man, hold on, I'm gonna jump back, I'm gonna jump back in.
Okay. All right. Hopefully, Katie, you fix this little audio issues. So, and we definitely waiting on 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine. Yo, Katie.
I'm gonna have to roll with the headphones.
Are you good? I can't see you. Are you good? Yo, come on, man. Uh,
There we go.
yo.
What up? Ah, shit. Hold on. I know what I'm gonna have to do.
Really? Uh, see, this is that unpreparedness that I get frustrated with.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go with the headphones tonight.
Yeah, that usually helps because it filters out
There we go.
all the background.
There we go. There we
That's what
go.
I'm saying.
That's,
I don't
I
know why
try
you
to
wouldn't
go.
want to go
I try to go with the Bluetooths. I don't know why, but
because your Bluetooth is butt, nigga.
I know a nigga get some
Anyway, what's good with you?
shit, nothing good, right? I've been sitting here watching this San Antonio, New York game.
You know, it's funny you said that because that's one of the NBA games I wanted to mention. I know that's the front end of that doubleheader ESPN's running tonight. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
hoping 6ix9ine hop on because you know the back end they got Denver and Golden State
Yeah.
on the back end of that doubleheader. Up to this point, real quick, man, before we get into everything else, up to this point, just to bring it up, San Antonio Knicks, what do you like as far as Victor Wembanyama up to this point? As our resident big, man, you know you gotta go get it, bro.
I mean, I
Excuse
mean,
me.
I like the way where he's coming,
hmm
but you just have to. I'm just looking at him to see the way it's gonna play out.
As far as what?
As far as can he deal with the physicality later on in the season?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. You know what I'm saying? You talking about that pounding, 82 games.
Hmm.
You definitely gonna worry about his strength and conditioning. But as far as out the gate,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So far, so good. What he had that 35-point game just a couple nights back.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying? You know, I wasn't big. The real Katie chiming in on Victor Wembanyama. Okay, it's Spurs. He said Spurs are going up against the Knicks right now.
Got a
Hey, I got on
score.
my.
Got a score update. Knicks up 14 and a half.
It's what is it again? I'm sorry.
Knicks is Knicks is up 14 and a half, 61 for 60, 65, 51.
All right, Knicks trying to make a good showing at home, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Stephen A. is in the building sitting next to Spike Lee. They probably both bitching about something because that's what them niggas do. I don't understand them two, man. Them are two of the unhappiest niggas. When you think about niggas that
Right.
got like a whole lot of shit going good for them, seem like they are never satisfied. They never happy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, towards the Knicks, real quick. Julius Randle, I still say he's taking too many threes, all right? Yeah, Jalen Brunson, I told you this before. I am more than sold on him, all right? I think that team goes as Jalen Brunson goes. Real
I
talk.
still believe I still believe Dallas shouldn't have never got rid of him in the first place.
Well, been there, done that. See, that's so over with. Talking about the here and now, you know what I'm saying? But
But I'm just saying that as far as like, him me believing in him before he got to the Knicks.
well, I mean, everybody ain't you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Some people are a little late to the party, you know what I'm saying? So, uh, our point guard, 6'9", is on butt. So anyway, look, college football. We got, as far as the review, where we got started.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, all right. Y'all take for if y'all don't know. Y'all probably some haters. All right, you're as far as the Cards football team handling their business against Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech was trying to come in with that rah-rah, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real,
Right.
for real. Cards. Boy, the hell in their business, 34-3 offensively, and especially as far as the run game. We have discussed so many times the feature Jawar Jordan. Yes, it
Mm-hmm.
was not the case to be. Yo, Big D, what's up? That's my man, Derrick Rose, man. D, what's up? Good you checking us out, man. As far as the run game, it
Right.
was not Jawar Jordan. It was the showcase. All right. I've been
Mm-hmm.
talking about him. I've been seeing it. And he had his chance to step up. Isaac Garendo. All right, let's get it, man. 11 carries for a $140, 3 touchdowns all on the ground. Jordan still chipped in on the back end, all right? We talking
Right.
about looks like 10 rushes for 60 yards. He still had a TD. Yeah, Isaac Garendo, toting the rock,
Right.
all right, chewing up a shit load of yardage. Because it is more than apparent that the
Mm-hmm.
Cardinal offensive line flexed its superiority. I flexed its muscles, really getting it done, giving either Garendo, Jawar Jordan, you, me, okay, anybody that could have been in that backfield 30 and had
Right.
the day Garendo had, all right, you know what I'm saying? The real KD, Isaac Garendo, chewing up yardage, getting it done. Jeff Brown with
Mm-hmm.
just old school power football. I need you to go get it.
It is what I said Louisville should have done against Pittsburgh.
All right, expand on that, bro. Let them know where you're coming from.
Because we all knew when we was sitting back and we was watching that Pittsburgh game, and we was always complaining about like why you gonna keep on playing it out,
Uh-huh.
and it's raining.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he started coming back after that game and went into the back,
Okay.
and it's like, you know what, running game might be something that I might have to work into this offense.
All right. All right. I like how you hit on that. I don't think Jeff uh I don't think Jeff played, didn't not pay attention to the running game, you know what I'm saying? Some of those earliest wins and the teams they played defensively, I think he was just trying to exploit things in the secondary, all right? As the schedule got a little tougher, we can talk about the win over Notre Dame,
Mm.
Duke, and then Saturday as far as Virginia Tech. I think a commonality on 3 of those wins is really flexing the muscles as far as the running game. First two, of course, Jawar Jordan, 30. And George nicked up. Brendo said, no problem. I got you, bro. Pick up the slack. He kind of been working towards this all season. Okay, because in games where Jordan has a feature and was the lead dog, if you will, rushing wise, there were games Garendo had situations where it's like, 7, 8, 9 rushes for 55, 60 yards, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So to see him break out 30 is a good sign. Jordan's still a little nicked up. It's nice to know as far as Jeff Brown and one way down the foundation for this power running game. You got a guy like Garendo, even in the backup role, that don't mind being the lead dog, doesn't mind stepping up, because this is what you're supposed to do. Work hard, you prepare all week, right. And when your opportunity comes, you take advantage of it. All right. And for Louisville, particularly Garendo, to do that in a key game, Louisville was trying to keep pace and position himself as far as the ACC championship game. Try not to count the eggs before they hatch. Yet the win against Virginia Tech, you know what I'm saying, moves inches them one step closer to that goal to at least make an appearance in the game. Trying to keep pace with Florida State. We're going to touch upon Florida State briefly in our preview because they have a key game against Miami and with Louisville chasing Florida State. Okay, you got to pay attention to that. I got to get into this defense if you don't mind, bro. I got you, all right? We've been shouting out the defense. Got some player names out there, and as far as 34-3, only surrendering 3 points literally in the last few games, man. Louisville's defense, okay, really locking it down. You talking about 4 sacks? This is a stat, Katie, we got to start keeping up with a little bit more when we showcase awesome defensive performances as far as football, all right? But 4 sacks, 8. Listen, 8 tackles for losses, all right? You got an interception, 230 yards as far as total rushing yards. Because while Garendo was the feature, yes, Jawar Jordan still chipped in. The passing numbers, man. And I'm no idiot. I know Jeff Brom's no idiot.
Right.
Okay. You take what the defense gives you, okay? Yeah, but the way Louisville's line was able to dominate, give that push, open up those holes and those rush lanes. I did get a little frustrated that Louisville didn't get to take a little bit of more advantage via the passing game. And even with at least the weapon Jamari Thrash hurt, between Huggins, Bruce, Chris Bell, I felt there were guys that have opportunity to make plays. While Virginia Tech came in with that, with a winning record, let's not pretend that their level of competition even measured up to Louisville up until that point going into Saturday. All right, probably gonna touch upon the passing game or lack of it. I mean, Plummer was solid. I believe it was like 13 of 16, $140. Didn't turn the ball over yet. As far as moving the ball offensively and through there, Cards Nation, Cards fans may be a little frustrated with the lack of that yet between the huge rushing day offensively and, bro, that defense. Can you tell them about the defense? I need you to go get it.
Man, that defense is just like, it's just like they stay consistent with it. They stay consistent with it as far as like when they like how they want to play and how they have their people positioned.
Okay.
Because it was like a couple times in that game where Virginia wanted to try to pound them and run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And Louisville was on it.
Right. I know exactly what you're saying, man. And like you said, not just having guys in position to make the play, guys completing it. You don't see a lot of missed tackles. Louisville on the edges. Louisville on the edges defensively and making open field one-on-one tackles. I think it's really, really shown a good skill set in that position. All right, you gain tackling, quote unquote, tending to be on plays more in the middle of the field. When someone's attacking you defensively on the perimeter and you're in ISO coverage, if you will, all right, you gotta be able to make that one-on-one tackle. Louisville's definitely handling that. You didn't see a lot of dumb penalties. I didn't notice a lot of penalties, particularly defensively. Things like pass interference, neutral zone infractions, defensive holding as far as chucking a receiver too long. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I love how you point out not just the defense as far as the players, them being in position to make those plays in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And not leaving a whole lot of room, okay, for mistakes. All right. Look, SEC, it went down. All right. It went down twice. Right? First, Georgia and Missouri, okay, 30-21. I got to give you credit for this one because last week you called this one as a close one.
Mm-hmm.
You said 10. It ended up being 9. So, all right. And once again, I got to give you credit because not only did you say Georgia would pull it out, it would be late. All right. And a big part of that is you're talking about a key 14-3. Georgia advanced in that third quarter. Georgia's defense really started locking down Missouri, putting them in a lot of third and long situations, generating a couple of turnovers. All right, you know what I'm saying? Carson Beck, all right, 21-32, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay. Once again, Katie, I got to point out that 14-3 third quarter, as far as Georgia having an advantage, definitely with the difference in the game. All right. Georgia's defense, 3 sacks, 4 tackles for losses, also generating 2 interceptions. Georgia, against a conference ranked opponent, flexing their muscles, man, 30-20. I need you to go get it.
I mean, I called it like I seen it because it was just like I had seen Missouri,
Okay.
and a lot of people going into that game thought, oh, okay, Missouri, nice story, they can't play.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat back and I said on the last week's podcast where I already knew that Missouri was gonna give them a game because it was basically 10-10 at half.
Yeah.
But
Anything else you want? Go ahead, bro.
But it's like you said, Georgia hit them with that 14-3 third quarter. It was a wrap.
For sure. I'm gonna piggyback on what you just pointed out as far as I'm sorry, y'all, as far as one, Missouri making it tough, making it the game, all right. You talking about 10-10 going into halftime. That 14-3 third quarter definitely gave Georgia the separation it needed, all right. Yet, excuse me. Another thing I think Georgia got done well, particularly in that second half and focusing on that third quarter defensively, when you're talking about not giving up third down conversions. Okay. They kept Missouri in second and third and longs, meaning they're not giving up early yardage as far as first down, particularly as far as the running game. Okay. I'm feeling Georgia's strength of their defense is that front seven in the run game. I've seen them, quote unquote, we talk about issues in the secondary, even against better competition, quote unquote. But the teeth of that Georgia defense is that front seven, and keeping your opponent in the second and third and long can make it easier for you defensively, particularly in a big game like that in conference. All right, and that SEC East standing, Georgia wants to solidify representing that part of the conference as far as, as far as their conference title game. All right, so Georgia, Missouri. And KD, if you don't mind, you're hot. You're staying hot, all right? Because another one we're going to talk about. We're going to jump to the Big 12 for a minute, all right? You called it. You said, as far as Bedlam, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. Oklahoma started that game ranked ninth. Looks like Oklahoma State, came in 22nd. Bedlam. You predicted it. You called it. And once again, man, nailing it. Oklahoma State handling it. That business, 27-24. Oh, you can definitely take the lead and go get this one, bro.
I mean, I sat back and I said last week what Kansas did to them.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma State sat back and basically repeated what Kansas did to them.
Okay.
Because, hold on, let me pull it.
Uh-oh. Look at them, y'all.
Okay, here we go. Because you had Oklahoma State's running back Gordon had 33 carries for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns, ran the ball against them.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me go in deeper on this because I need to see how many rushing yards they had. Let me see.
Well, I said
they only had 147 rushing.
Well, you got rushing. Okay, Ollie. What's this guy's name? Gordon.
Ollie Gordon the second.
Yeah, the third. Okay, he had 33 for $140. Okay, he had 2 TDs.
Mm-hmm.
You got Rashid Owens, big play receiver. All right, he had 10 catches for $135. I didn't notice him. I believe it was the Kansas game, maybe, or Kansas State a couple of weeks back. Before it was Oklahoma State. But their quarterback, Alan Bowman, check this guy out: 28-42, 335 yards. While he didn't throw a touchdown, did more than enough damage as far as shredding up Oklahoma's secondary. You know what I'm saying? Like some Swiss cheese. You know, early season, Heisman Hope and Dylan Gabriel. I mean, admirable performance, 21-37. He had 345 yards as well with a TD and a pick, okay? But, you know, he aided a couple of times on a couple of sacks. It's funny in a Big 12 game that this thing actually came down to defense. You know what I'm saying? And Mike Gunning, Oklahoma State, bruh, if you watch that game toward the end, they tried to trick it off. You know they tried to trick it off, okay? All right. It's bad enough when basketball players are playing too much 2K. So when football players, you know, when they on 2K too much, you know, you talking about tricking it off, man. You know, real quick side note, did you know this is going to be the last Bedlam game?
Yep.
Here's what I don't understand about that. Now, I know Texas and Oklahoma, are taking that mega enormously financially beneficial leap to the SEC. I still don't understand why it's a non-conference game. Oklahoma still can't keep that Bedlam game. I mean, 2 of their non-conference games should still be. Well, Texas is going to would be a conference game for Red River Shootout. Bedlam, I don't understand what the scheduling snafus could be to where they can remain Bedlam as a rivalry game and schedule it as a non-conference game. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? Maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe they won't. You know what I'm saying? We got to go back to the SEC. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama and LSU Saturday night, y'all. I swear. Outside of something like a conference title, or let alone a college playoff game, you know, regular end season. This is to me right now the best game of the year I've seen. It was that competitive of a game. Alabama did eventually pull ahead and taking it out 42-28. Here's what I'm saying, KD.
Mhm.
Jaden Daniels,
Mhm.
early season Heisman hopeful for LSU's quarterback. Kid came in with leading the nation in touchdown passes with 25 going in that game. And then you got Jalen Milroe, rough start, particularly after the Texas loss. He was up and down for a minute. It's more than leveled off. All right. Both these quarterbacks, man, up and down the field, bro. Did you get to watch the game? LSU Alabama?
Nah,
I'm
nah.
tell I'm telling you, as a football game, man. Trust me, take my word, all right. And I just to give you an idea of some of these numbers, all right. So Jalen Milroe, 15 to 23, 220 yards in the air, 2 TDs, 20 rushes, a buck 55, 4 TDs. First Alabama quarterback in history to have 4 rushing TDs in a single game. While in a losing effort, Jaden Daniels, similar numbers, 15 to 25, 220 yards as far as in the air. He had 2 TDs and an interception, 11 rushes on the ground for a buck 65 in the TD. I am telling you, both these quarterbacks took not only command of their offenses, all right, the game as a whole, it was 21-21 at halftime. Eventually, Georgia's defense, after giving up one last touchdown, pretty much pitched the shutout for 14-0. All right, in the fourth quarter. Bama, another good solid win against a ranked conference opponent. And while they didn't have any movement in the college playoff poll via last night, not in too bad position sitting at 8 right now, all right? But even though you didn't get to see the game, KD, as far as Bama, LSU, and the way Bama handled their business, hold and serve, not taking a second loss, keeping themselves mathematically, okay, in the playoff, man. Need to go get it.
Man,
Whoa.
those are. Oh.
All right, Sleepy, look at him.
I just had to. I'm just have to take this in a couple ways because now I'm sitting up here and I'm looking at LSU. They're 6-3, 4-2 in the conference after
Right.
this loss.
Okay.
For all intents and purposes, LSU was done with the title. Now I'm getting ready to flip this to Alabama, and I'll tell you the reason why.
Oh, shit, go get it, bro.
Because I think a lot of people sitting back and it's like, saying that Jay-Z Hova song. That let me reintroduce myself.
Oh, my name was Ho. I sold birds by the OZ. Yeah. Go on, expand on that shit. What are you saying about Bama? Are they back? Is Bama back?
Hell no.
Because you just used the Jay-Z analogy talking about their back. My name was Ho. Like, you fucked that whole thing all up, man. You know what I'm saying? I got no problem saying it.
I was talking about just in this game. That's what I'm saying. That's why I threw that out there.
You know what, man? You got to work on your analogies, bro. Like, you got to work on that. I got no problem saying it. Teams can sputter and this and that, whatever. Yeah, we talk about Bama not just as a team, as a brand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as still the measuring stick that college football programs are using. All right, LSU was a good win for them. It keeps them, of course, first place in the SEC West.
Right.
And so if everything holds serve with just 3 weeks left in the season, them in Georgia in the title game. So they're getting it done in the sense of keeping themselves in position. All right. Keeping themselves in position and opportunity.
Right.
We're not saying Alabama's going to beat Georgia in the SEC title game. What we
Hell
are saying, okay, for right now, Bama's doing what they need to do to get done to keep themselves in the position for that opportunity. Okay. Still got to see if it comes into fruition, all right? 6ix9ine said, fuck us, bro.
Man, he said I'm out.
But like I said, a big part of it was my fault because you know what I'm saying was running late. I nodded off for a little bit, and my bad, y'all. So, all right, bro. So wrapping up last week, going into this week, like still got to start with the gang. All right, Cards in Virginia, another home game for the Cards. It's always good. What was it? Going back to last week, 4 out of these last 5 for the Cards are at home. The only road game in that is Miami. Virginia is 2-7, so in that regards, they are. But I did find something a little interesting for their quarterback situation. So they've basically been running a 2 QB tandem system, which we know never works. This kid, Tony Calandria, okay, sounds like a leftover character, you know what I'm saying, from a mob movie, you know, an extra from The Sopranos, maybe. I don't fucking know. And this other guy, Tony Musket. You know what I'm saying? Tony Musket. I got no problem saying a guy with a name like Tony Musket, okay, as far as grooming himself, he probably doesn't even use Axe. He probably still uses Brute and shit. You know, right. Run around smell like my dad, for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying? Real, right? 2023, this nigga Tony Musket's using Brute or Old Spice or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, man.
Hey, Old Spice just stepped the game up a little bit, though.
Don't say that. See, you shouldn't even say that. Like, it's Old Spice still.
I won't use it.
You just said, well, then how you know they stepped that game up if you won't use it? You done ran it on yourself.
I mean, no.
No. Yeah. Yes, nigga.
No, I didn't ran up myself. I said, as far as the advertisement, I ain't never went and bought no motherfucking Old Spice body wash. Fuck that.
Okay, just because your ads are good don't mean your product is worth dick. The point of the matter is, we all know a two quarterback system never works. All right. Preview, Cards, Virginia, at home, trying to solidify second place in the ACC. I need you to go get it.
I mean, I'm sitting up here and I'm looking at this right now, and I'm looking at this spread, and I'm like,
what is the spread for the gambling junkies?
I say a little about 20.
See, that is such a trap bet. See, Vegas only does this shit to Louisville, bro.
And I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you, like, and I could sit back. Remember, I said back, and I told everybody early in the season about that Pittsburgh game. They only had one win coming in when they played us.
Right.
Same damn scenario. Virginia is 2-7, 1-4 in the conference. Same damn scenario. We had another trap game.
Dude, so
hold on.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go get it.
So, mean to tell me that Louisville now has one trap game, but 2 in the season. You only usually have one trap game in the season.
No, you usually have 2. You usually have 2. When you talk about 12, 13 game season, yeah, 2. Yeah, 2. You usually have 2 trap games. And I feel what you're saying.
Right.
To compound the issue as far as the trap game, I did a little digging. All right. Now, back week 7, Carolina was ranked 10th at the time in the nation. Virginia was that week. Virginia went into Carolina and beat them 31-27. Okay. So already we talk about a team this bad, yet getting a signature win on the road against a ranked conference opponent. This guy got all the makings of a trap game.
Yep.
It does. You know, when I was down there a couple weeks back, and I know you don't like horror movies and all, but yet the new Saw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We watched that, and it's just all the new traps. It's all the traps, you know what I'm saying? And this can definitely be a trap game for Louisville.
Right.
If you don't mind, man, and if you want to join with me when I get done, okay, I'm entertaining the flip side of this coin.
Right.
One, Louisville's offensive line and the push they are getting.
Right.
We can discuss Jawar Jordan
Mm-hmm.
and the season he had been having up to this point. Last couple of weeks kind of been nicked up.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, a guy like Isaac Garendo, who had been showing promise, okay, yet was able to take the reins as the lead dog
Mm-hmm.
from that tailback spot. All right. The offensive line's playing good. Louisville's defense to only give up 3 points in 2 whole games of football.
Yep.
Okay, and we're going to keep it in context. Not necessarily against the most stellar competition per se.
Right.
All right. Yeah, respect the fact it's still D1.
Mm-hmm.
I can't play D1 football. You know, a lot of people can. All right. And
Right.
so shout out to Derek Smith. What's good, man? He talking about that gold cars. He talking about gang. He know what that life about.
That's my boy for work. That's D-Rock.
All right, man. Well, look, man. Mega Norman, shout out to him checking us out. But to finish my point real quick, between the offensive line, the push they're getting
Right.
to generate positive yards for these
Mm-hmm.
backs in the run game, all right? The defense overall, particularly once again, that D line.
Right.
Louisville's defensive line, you know, I know defensively there was a lot of concerns. Louisville led the nation in sacks last year with 50. And while they may not be on pace to get that number, the way they swarm to the ball, a lot of
Yep.
gang tackling.
Mm-hmm.
On the perimeter, when you attack them, they still got guys that can make plays on the one-on-one tackle. They
Right.
don't surrender a lot of dumb defensive penalties. Defensively, this is a defense that's playing hard. They're playing smart. And
Right.
part of their intelligence is not putting themselves in the hole. You talk about things like neutral zone infractions on the D line or
Mm-hmm.
pass interference calls, things of that nature in the secondary. All right. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tempted to take that 20.
Right.
I'm
Well,
tempted
I
to
don't
lock.
know.
I'm tempted to lock it in because I feel Louisville can win a game 34-3. And when you talk about 34-3, it would be easy to be thinking, oh, must have been a huge passing day. Nope, the run game got it done.
Right.
And you still generated 34 points. I feel that plus maybe, you know, seeing some more from the passing game, all right, it can open it up to, you know, another 30-point plus total. And so they can teeter towards getting that point spread. You know what I'm saying? Not saying for sure, but I mean, you're 2-7 for a reason, Virginia. A long list of reasons. You can't
Right.
accidentally suck that bad. All right.
Right.
And coming to the 502, and the Cards are feeling good, riding high. That crowd is going to be rabid. The crowd the last couple of home games, particularly
Man.
since Notre Dame, man.
Man.
I really been yeah. So Virginia's going to have to come in and deal with a whole lot, man. If they're going to try to pull off the upset against the Cards, all right? Look, we found, especially after last night, another playoff hole. Plus this Michigan sign stealing scandal, which is, I don't know. Part of me feels like they're making this thing a bigger deal than what it really is. The point of the matter is, we got a Big Ten game to talk about. Michigan ranked third, 10 Penn State. I know how you feel about Penn State. You felt they were overrated, particularly going to that week before last against Ohio State. So Michigan, Penn State, lining it up. College playoff implications regarding the Big Ten. The real KD, it needs to go get it.
I got my thoughts.
Right.
I'm not even going into Penn State, and I'm gonna tell you, and I'm the reason why I'm not going into Penn State because this ain't even got shit to do with them. I'm going in all in on Michigan, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. For one,
Uh-oh.
why in the fuck are you gonna sit back and you keep on as Michigan, keep on protecting Jim Harbaugh. Yeah, the fuck I said it. Why did you keep on protecting him? You know he is borderline cheating to win. You know this shit for a fact. This motherfucker that sat back and that went through investigation after investigation. And
Mm-hmm.
y'all keep on keeping this man. Like, come on. AD, where the fuck are you at?
Ah! Don't. How dare you ask the AD to do his job?
Damn it, I said it. I don't give a fuck. If you don't like me, kiss my ass. I'm telling you right now, where's the fucking AD at? To sit up here and let this shit keep on going on? This, oh my God. This reminds me of Tom George and Rick Pitino. Jim Harbaugh gonna be in a world of hurt if he don't sit back and get his mind right. I'm just telling you.
I don't think it's fair to compare the Michigan situation to George and Patino's. I definitely think that's two totally different situations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I understand your frustration. I get where you're coming from. To ask the question, you know what I'm saying? The 80's not going to do jack. You know what I'm saying? They're going to protect their boy regardless because at the end of the day, all they care about is wins. Wins generate what? Revenue.
Money.
Okay? And we would like to think this looming investigation will not have no bearing on this Penn State game. That would be naive and infantile and stupid of us to assume so, all right? At some point, okay, the players got to find ways to filter all this stuff out and still go out on the field and get it done. You know what I'm saying? Plus, they're going into Happy Valley, all right? You know how the Penn State tradition in Happy Valley in the whiteout game is, okay? I feel if anything is lining up, I feel if the stars are lining up for Michigan to take its first loss, it's going to be this week. You know what I'm saying? At Happy Valley against Penn State. The SEC's back. Georgia and Ole Miss, and I find it so funny that Ole Miss is ranked ninth, and so when getting the notes together, you know what I'm saying, I did some more digging. Ole Miss, okay, the one signature win they do have, that was a then 13 ranked LSU team who just lost to Alabama. That was back in week 5. So, and seeing the wins that they have up to this point, because Ole Miss, I believe it was week 3 or week 4, took an L to Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, I don't fucking know how Ole Miss is ranked 9th in the country in the first place. I'm just not gonna lie. I just don't see on their resume what they have done to garner a 9th, a ranking of 9th in the country, and they're going up against Georgia in Athens. Georgia, Ole Miss, man, needs to go get it.
Okay, I'm looking at some of their wins. They beat Tulane second game of the season.
Ooh. Tulane was ranked 23rd that week.
Well, they up to 20th now. So that win is looking. That win is still looking good for them.
To me, that win don't look that good because Tulane's been up and down ever since. Like that win don't look that fucking good. But go ahead.
And of course, the Alabama, they beat LSU. That's why they sit at 9th, because they beat LSU, and they still will.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't understand. But I'm saying I don't understand a 9th ranking with just beating LSU and a barely ranked Tulane team. That was week 2, week 3, something like that. I mean, I looked at their schedule, their wins, and whatever. And I'm sorry, at the end of the day, I don't see schedule wise what can justify Ole Miss being ranked 9th. Hell, I feel Louisville's had a tougher schedule than Ole Miss. I mean, fuck. I mean, let's just, you know what I'm saying? Let's just go look at it. Look.
Hell, I go wasn't even better. Louisville's probably a better team than Ole Miss. Just to tell you the truth about it.
Exactly. So, somebody's overrated. It's definitely Ole Miss. Plus, one of the things I seen in the Georgia Missouri game, and this is something I think just a lot of sports fans, a word that they just kind of forget, and that's resiliency. Because like you pointed out earlier, Missouri did come with that smoke. Missouri did not lay that. We're talking a 10-10 game at halftime, people. Okay. Now, obviously, Georgia's more talented, yet part of Missouri showing up is, like we pointed out last week, they're well coached and they do play hard. I didn't see those kids on either side of the ball take a lot of plays off or plays where it was lack of effort. It's just at the end of the day, Georgia was simply the more talented team executing their game plan. Okay, so with that, man, and for Georgia to deal with that, and if I had to guess, Missouri's probably a better team than Ole Miss, even though Ole Miss is higher ranked, and Georgia is in their house. And when you're trying to march to a three-peat, one of the things you don't want to do, ranked team or not, is lose at home. And so with that, I feel Georgia's going to be able to handle their business with Ole Miss. Uh-oh, he's coming. He's coming, bro. Oh.
Yo,
6-9!
man, you already know, man. You know what it is, man. Duh, like, look, Chris, man, I'm gonna have to hop on your boots because fuck you. Why'd I have to call you and tell you to you overtime,
Bruh, I slacked up. I nodded off. That's on me.
That's
I
what
ate
that
up.
gas do to you, man. If anybody don't know, there's probably only two things that can make you slack off like that,
Right.
and that's weed and bitches.
Right. Because it was like 6:40.
What up, KD, man? What up?
What's happening?
Oh shit, man. I see your Kansas City got it done, man.
Oh yeah.
We about to get into that. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, okay? Because we talking about Louisville, Virginia, the implications of that as far as the conference race. So a couple honorable mentions. You got number 4, Florida. All right, they got that rivalry game with Miami coming up, and Washington, number 5, the first team on the outside looking in as far as that 4-team college playoff. They still got a tough conference matchup. It's 18th ranked Utah. All right, so a couple of games you may want to keep in mind. With another college playoff poll just released yesterday. Big Ant, I'm glad you talked about Kansas City. I'm glad you pulled up. So we're gonna get into it first as far as this NFL wrap up.
No. I got something I've been wanting to get off my chest.
Oh, here we go. Go get it, man.
Only the real KD can answer this.
Okay. KD is for you, bro.
So the transfer portal. Now, when I'm bringing in the transfer portal, I want to ask, how can I put it? KD, you might be the first person in the world who went into the transfer portal and went back to the team. You heard me?
Man!
I had to hop in there, man. And I wanted to ask you that because it's been on my chest for 3 weeks now. I'm like, man, that's my homie, man, and I know we go through things, but don't tell the guys that you hopping in the transfer portal and then we blink and you back.
Oh my God!
Hey, but
KD, all right, can you answer the question of how has one rewritten the rules for the transfer portal? Oh, you better go get this one.
I had NIL money.
Oh, I like it.
Oh my God!
That was the coldest comeback of 2023.
He said, "This nigga, damn, this nigga on the gas.
He said I had NIL money. He's funny.
This nigga said when you got NIL money, you can do what the fuck you want to in the transfer portal.
Sir.
Damn.
Okay, man, that's all I need to get off. That's it.
All right, and you heard, I'm glad better late than never. NFL review, man. Everybody's on the gas. Damn. And since KD schooling us on the new rules of the transfer portal, all right. Kansas City, Miami, 9:30 in the fucking morning. Frankfurt, fucking Germany, because the NFL and their international bullshit. Y'all handle that business 21-14. Chiefs, Miami, man, go get it.
Man.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. We need to get our receivers together because they still dropping balls.
Wow.
Even when I can sit back and say the defense played well.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they shut their man down. They only got 14 on them. I mean,
right.
And Tua really wasn't doing shit in that game anyway because it was like we kept on putting bad. We had to send that lockdown pressure on them.
Right.
He couldn't handle it.
Okay. We go ahead and expand on that a little bit as far as defensively, the way the Chiefs were able to lock in and help secure that victory, man. Go get it.
Because the one thing that they did do, they changed up from the press man to a zone defense.
Okay.
And once they switched to that zone defense, it was a wrap because you ain't going to get them slack routes because Miami want to go horizontal instead of going upfield.
Right. I know a lot of that's got to do with the speed factor that Miami possesses offensively between the Cheetah, Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Waddle's no slouch. Okay, I'm pretty sure his 40 times probably at least a 4.3. You know what I'm saying? It's probably under that. You know what I'm saying?
But Miami has yet to beat a team with a winning record yet.
Go get it, Ant.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing I wanted to touch because they're in my division. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody's like, "Ooh, the Dolphins, blah blah blah." They beat somebody 70, blah. They scored 70 points. Well, the Dolphins yet to beat anybody with a running record. So I mean, I like Tua, and I didn't even know Tua had a brother in college who's also a quarterback.
Yeah,
I've been hearing his name pop up here and there now. And
right.
But as far as Kansas City, I can say this, man. They defending champions. You know, go KC. I give it to y'all on that. But I don't know, man. I feel like it's more of a Taylor Swift team than it is. I feel like every time I click on the internet, I see Taylor Swift in Kansas City or Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift. I don't see Pat Mahomes and you know what I mean? And it's annoying. I mean, and KD's a fan of it, so I know he's like.
Look at him. Look at the face he's made. Look, he's so look. Are you?
And they're like, and then they even had Travis Kelce on the talk show, and he was like, "Well, I guess FanDuel believes that when every game Taylor Swift's in, I can get 80+ yards, but when she's not there, they only give me like 65."
Oh my God!
Why are you bringing this bitch into the parlay world? What has she got to do with what his performance is? You know what I mean? So
okay, so the question is, fans, is Taylor Swift fucking your parlay up?
When she don't show up to the game, she is. And now they're talking about having children, so it's about to get even worse.
Oh, the Swifties! Look! Katie can't take. Look, he can't take it. He can't take it. As a Chiefs fan, he can't deal with it. Look, I'm going to attempt to deliver a few thoughts as far as the actual game. Offensively, you guys are not out of the woods. Now, that 21 points, which is under what y'all usually get, that was all in the first half. All of it.
Defense scored 1 or 2, didn't they?
Yeah, what one y'all touchdown? The defensive touchdown?
A fumble, and he pitched it back. And
Oh
dude
yeah,
ran all the way.
the fumble / lateral. So offensively, you guys only scored 14 points.
Right.
Offensively, you guys are still in trouble. It's weird to see a bunch of guys. We're going to assume that they're not gay, and yet drop all these balls in their hands. It's sad. Like, you guys can't catch a cold. All right, like in December in fucking Alaska, standing naked, dripping wet. Okay, y'all can't catch shit. You still not be able to get the running game going. At some point, we got to keep asking ourselves, how long is that defense going to keep bailing you guys out? At some point, that offense, failure to generate points, traditionally, is going to come back and bite you on the ass. It already happened once with Denver, okay? And to say you don't have offensive concerns, I know you fucking lying.
Just saying.
You know what I'm saying? All right, well, I was just waiting, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, is he a real fan? You're going to be a homer, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to be a real fan. I got to take it on the chin. I got to do it, okay? Because the Bills fucked up royally, okay? They fucked up so bad. Okay? When you talk about a team, you know, in prime position to get something done, okay? Get a signature road win, take control of the AFC East because Miami had already lost earlier in the day, okay? Golden opportunity right there for the Bills for the taking. What did they decide to do on Sunday night? They decided to go out there and fuck up, all right? Period. Okay. Bengals handled that business 24-18. I thought the score was weird because the last game the Bills won was by that same score, 24-18. You know, week before last when I was down there with Ant on that Thursday night game, Joe Burrow, man, 31 of 44, 350 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions, no fumbles, no turnovers in any capacity. The man of the hour. While we know Jamar Chase has been hot the last few weeks, the man of the hour, T. Higgins. You know, this is someone that salary cap wise, when his rookie deal's up, chances are they're not gonna be able to afford to keep. You know, give a call to Buffalo, T. But T. Higgins, man, okay, 8 catches for $110. All right, Burrow could not be touched. Y'all heard me? There were times in that game where in the backfield, I'm seeing 2 to 3 Buffalo defenders, and yet they could not sack him for shit. All right. It was beyond frustrating.
Horrible. Horrible.
Horrible. No, go get it, Ant.
No, like, and I had called you the next day, and I'm like, man, Chris, what the fuck was the Bills doing? Like, I mean, they had a half of a sack, maybe one, and it was two players that they broke it off in between.
Oh yeah.
Joe Burrow was playing a one-man game of Twister on the Bills defense. It was retarded.
Joe Burrow had enough time in the backfield to roll a blunt and smoke the whole thing. Like,
exactly. Y'all see the cigars he be smoking, so he got probably put a half quarter. That's a throwback Dutchie for real, man.
And one thing that you put in my mind a lot as I watch y'all games, man, is y'all don't put that ball on the ground enough. Like, I mean, I know you said till you red in the face, but it's like coming from somebody who watches it, like, y'all could easily win games with, like, okay, it's like basketball.
Mm-hmm.
If you do one thing and then you switch to another, and then people's heads still thinking like, okay, well, Steph Curry can only shoot threes, but when he drives, he gets buckets.
Right.
Okay.
Or find somebody that's open for a bucket.
Yeah, and if the Bills, like, y'all I told you, we talked about it. I'll give y'all fucking Dalvin Cook.
Uh-huh.
And give us whoever you want, because this motherfucker ain't worth shit either. But there's no way that Josh Allen should be leading the Bills in rushing. Like, no way.
Never. That should never happen. Even with design runs, okay? And you know, speaking of Josh Allen, 26-38, all right, 280 yards. He had a TD. Once again, I mean, this has got to be at least 4, if not 5 straight games with at least one interception. And this rookie tight end, Dylan Kincaid, having the game of his young career and a key play, man, after getting the first down in the red zone. This kid fumbled. So that killed points. Josh Allen's interception was on a good drive. I think the Bills had got to the Bengals 30, so they were right on the edge of the red zone.
That fumble that KK had actually turned the game for y'all because y'all was right in it when he fumbled.
Right. Here's another source of my frustration. All right. Bills defense only gave up 3 points the entire second half. The entire second half, all right. And while they couldn't sack Burrow, they had a couple of consecutive 3 and outs, okay, being able to flip the field, giving the Bills' offense the ball back, yet failing to capitalize. This was a frustrating loss, like I said, between Miami losing earlier today, Bills having a chance to take the division lead, Bills needing a signature road win, okay, and conference standings and seedings, playoff picture down the road, man. This was a really tough loss. It was really ugly to watch. And long story short, it pissed me the fuck off. And we're going to see if Ant's going to personalize business again, KD. Ravens Seahawks, man. The ass whooping, 37-3. Okay. Lamar solid from the pocket, 21-26, $190. 10 rushes on the ground for 80 yards. I want to get this brother's name right. Keaton Mitchell, okay, young back from Baltimore. 9 carries, $140 in the TD. Gus Edwards had 5 carries for another 50 yards and 2 TDs. The Ravens offense racked up 298. Fuck, we gonna give them 300. 300 yards of rushing offense, all right? The defense, top 5 in several key categories, including points allowed, red zone efficiency, all right? Ravens Seahawks showing a massive amount of dominance, all right? Seattle had a chance before. If they would have won this game, they would have been ahead. They would have been ahead of San Fran.
I'm going to make a call, man.
You going to make the call? Make the
Ken
call.
Dorsey needs to talk to fucking Baltimore Ravens fucking offensive coordinator because
why does Ken Dorsey?
What the fuck he's doing over there.
Ken Dorsey, for real?
Yeah, from the Bills. Don't know what the fuck. His offensive coordinator fucking horrible. All he know, I mean, his little pamphlet with the plays is all fucking passing plays. He might have a QB sneak up in that motherfucker, but other than that, man, like Lamar, man, I ain't gonna lie. Speaking of the Ravens, man, Lamar for MVP. They just they showed the odds. The odds was like fucking 3,000 or some shit.
Right.
Now they got it like a plus 425. So it's going.
Oh.
They're saying that he got a higher chance of winning the MVP this year.
Yeah, plus 425. That's just a little over 4-1.
Nah, I just seen on I just actually seen on Sports Center about 3 hours before we got on.
Mm-hmm.
They said that Mahomes is the favorite at plus 325. Jalen Hurts and Lamar is tied at plus 375.
So it went up again. So I looked 2 days ago, it was 425. So now it's at 370. Okay.
So it went down.
Yeah.
Which means up.
That means that he's going. Yeah. Either way, he's getting closer to becoming. They're thinking, but all it takes is one bad game and the odds will go.
Yeah, because Vegas be tripping.
Yeah.
Look, y'all, Ravens defense stepped up, man. 4 sacks, 5 tackles for losses, forced a fumble, got an interception. I got to point out again, Ravens are top 5 in several key defensive categories. My 2 favorite are total points allowed. They're right under 14, and red zone. All right, I believe they're second in the league as far as defending against the red zone. You know what I'm saying? So got to give a shout out to the Ravens defense and pointing out Lamar's hotness as far as his overall play and Ravens run game. I mean, anytime you rush for 300 yards as a team, you're getting it done, and that is a testament to hella offensive line play. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, towards the wrap up, last but not least. Yeah. I've been waiting on this one, you know what I'm saying? Philly and Dallas. Okay. Philly gets it done 27-23. Yet, I ain't got no problem saying it. I feel Philly did everything they could to give that fucking game away.
And that's not okay. And speaking of it, the Jets. Okay, I want to put in my team real quick. The Jets that you seen Monday is not the same Jets that beat the Eagles.
No, and especially you talking about 8 sacks. That was horrible. That was horrible. Like, offensive line issues is one thing. To give up 8 sacks, man, like that's a lack of pride and effort as far as the offensive line.
And another thing I didn't like that you didn't touch down on as far as the Bills. Y'all fucking strength the schedule for the rest of the season, man.
It's
that got to be
brutal. It is brutal.
When you told me to look at that shit, that's insane.
I mean, they got Denver on a Monday night game, and maybe that's a get back game, but we still got yo boys, just KC, still got Philadelphia, still have Dallas, Jets again, Miami again. So I mean, that is a gauntlet right there. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got the Patriots again?
Well, yeah, everybody in the division one more time. So you guys again, Patriots again, Miami again.
Then Dallas. Damn.
Well, there's Dallas in there, KC's in there, Philly's in there. Yeah, murderers row. You know what I'm saying? But look, we gonna for real, it's bad. But look, we're gonna jump back on Dallas and Philly real quick. Hurt efficient, 17-23, 207, 2 TDs. All right, AJ Brown had another touchdown. Excuse me. Dak Prescott though, because here's the 2 reasons I say Philly tried to give that game away. Dak Prescott, come on, y'all. 29-45, 375 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. All right. So between that Philly secondary and several dumb penalties on that Philly defense, kept giving Dallas bites at the apple of it. You know what I'm saying? So while Philly did win, are we going to pretend there's not some concerns? KD, you want to go get that one?
Philly, Dallas. Do we got any concerns about Philly? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's all bunch of them.
What you got to say, bro? Go get it.
It's just like it's something about Philly that just don't look the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's something like it's a little bit off.
Okay.
But you got Jalen Hurts with the injury.
Right.
You just started getting your offensive line get compromised by injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Then you start to get your defense burned. Philly's defense was already like struggling anyway.
Mm-hmm.
When you get to a point where they say you are bend but don't break defense, that's a problem.
Yeah. Particularly if you want to be, if you're talking about a perennial Super Bowl favorite. I mean, a bend and break defense don't get it done. I mean, Dak lit them up. I mean, CeeDee Lamb had a $190 off like 12 catches. You know, this guy Ferguson, I didn't even know who the fuck that dude was as far as a receiver. He had a touchdown. Flip side of that coin, like we've seen time and time again, Dallas multiple opportunities, still can't close it out. You talking about a touchdown on the goal line, nullified. Guy ran the route a little short, knee down before a ball crosses the plane. Dallas eventually gets the touchdown. That goes out of bounds on a 2-point conversion. Okay. I thought the lack of running the ball was alarming, particularly when you got a 1,000-yard rusher named Pollard from last year. You got him on a $10 million franchise tender. All right. Yeah. He can't see the ball in a huge game like that, you know. I'm going to question McCarthy's play calling, of course. Where'd Ant go? Where'd he go? There he goes. No. Now I'm trying to say I can't add him. Ant, hit me back. Try it again. But the lack of running the ball and then some play calling issues I have with McCarthy, even on that last drive. All right. And then Dallas took what, back-to-back sacks on that last drive, I believe. You know what I'm saying? So Philly did a plenty to give it to him. Yeah, Dallas did not take advantage of those opportunities, man. And once again, it cost them. All right. Look, we gotta keep this moving a little forward. We're gonna get into the preview college football this week. You know, we gotta start with the gang. Okay, Cards. Okay, in Virginia. Oh no. I'm sorry. We already discussed. Did we discuss that already?
Yeah.
Okay. NFL preview. I'm sorry, y'all. Got a couple of good games we're gonna mark off. We just talked about Baltimore and Seattle. So how about we start with the Ravens divisional game, Cleveland. Cleveland's coming off a win. Solid showing by Deshaun Watson. Cleveland, just like with Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, trying to find a way to keep pace with Baltimore as hot as they are right now. Ravens, Cleveland, I need you to go get it, KD.
Man, I think this is going to be one of them. It's just going to be a defensive struggle. Like, because you got two teams that have good defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Because we already know what Baltimore bringing to the table.
Yeah, but I agree with you. I think some people forgot that Cleveland is one of the top defenses in the league.
And I will say this right now, while we on the air.
Mm-hmm.
Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year.
Whoa. Y'all heard that first. Okay. It's not letting me in. And you got to find a way to come back, bro. Like you said, you know, Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year nominee. I don't have a problem with that because that is a testament to you can't have a premier defense as a whole without having one or two premier defensive players. All right. And this is a big part of why Cleveland's defense, okay, can kind of, I don't know, be forgotten about. Why is Cleveland's defense forgotten about? You know, do you think it was because of just of their offensive issues early on in the season?
It might be where they tried to make Deshaun Watson like the actual, like, you know, that dude.
Right. Well, I mean, they gave him all that money because he's supposed to be that dude, you know. But I can encourage towards your point as possible defensive struggle. We talk about Baltimore, Cleveland. You know, we all know how division games can be, and going into the second half of this season. Okay, between the weather possibilities and just, hey man, this is a division game, rivalry game. Cleveland's trying to stay hot and keep pace with Baltimore. Baltimore wants to remain even hotter and create more separation. All right, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely got to keep an eye on that one Sunday. You know, I'm glad that's a 1:00 game. But yo, another dope 1:00 game, interconference. All right, Jacksonville 49.
Yes.
Okay, Jacksonville 6-2, including the winners of 5 straight. All right, San Fran's coming off a bye week. All right, after taking their last loss, the last of 3 straight. Okay, they trying to get back on the right track. With Seattle failing to beat Baltimore and take lead in their NFC West, the door is still open for San Fran to take the reins of the division once again. Jaguars and Niners need to go get it.
Okay, I see the 49ers. I think they're coming off the bye. They're coming off the bye this week,
Right.
so they trying to rebound after a 3-game losing streak, and then you got Jacksonville team that is just like they start to get fish grease hot.
Mm-hmm.
They done won 5 in a row.
I mean, they're 6-2 and including 5 straight. Like you said, go get it.
They done won 5 in a row, and it's just like I think personally, Doug Peterson is trying to turn Jacksonville into Philly, what he did when he was at Philly.
Okay.
But they always with Doug Peterson when he was in Philly, they always had that solid defense.
Right.
It ain't go like overwhelm you,
Mm-mm.
but know the boys is balling.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Because I can honestly say I can't name a single player on Jacksonville's defense, and I should be ashamed when you talk about a team that's 6-2. All right. Uh, I also feel, all right, with San Fran having the struggles on defense, okay, but then they add Chase Young, uh, not just as far as the havoc he can create as a pass rusher. How can he help solidify that line against the run? Because Travis Etienne, okay, he's getting his footing. All right, he the last 2-3 games I think he's had 100 yards or at least close to it. And I know with Trevor Lawrence, we talk about Christian Kirk, and of course his new best friend Calvin Ridley.
Mm-hmm.
He still got Evan Ingram at tight end, who's solid. Uh, even a couple of Jacksonville's wins, Lawrence, 30+ pass attempts and things like that. I think they're going to try to work the run game a little more early to try to have short second and third down situations. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Jacksonville wants to be into a lot of third and longs against San Fran's defense still, particularly with the addition of Chase Young. I mean, that defense was solid anyway, and now they add Chase Young. We're gonna see how that shit plays out for sure. Mentioned Bills Broncos earlier. I mean, real quick, Bills got to have a bounce back game. They need a win. Period. This is a home game, so yeah, I'm expecting them to win, and that's part of my frustration for Cincinnati because they hadn't had a really quality road win. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sunday night we got Jets, Raiders. I mean, I wanted to get that one in for Ant. Hopefully, I don't know if he's gonna be able to come back or not. Ain't no telling. And shout out to my man DJ Flawless. Excuse me, in Vegas. Y'all know he represents Raider Nation. You know what I'm saying? Look, NBA, we're 8 games in. Okay. Taking a look at the conference standings. All right. Well, before I bring it up, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of injury updates. I'm going to be selfish. I'm going to be the homer, starting with my sorry ass Lakers. Oh, look, news flash. AD's hurt again. There you go. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. They got him listed day to day. Okay. As far as tomorrow night, he got upgraded to probable. Mr. 7.7 boards and $48 million worth of bullshit. Jared Vanderbilt, you know what I'm saying? He's had a heel issue. He actually is going to get evaluated in 2 weeks. So there's no guarantee he's even be cleared to play by the end. Hachimura's coming off concussion. Okay. Of course, Ant Squad, Denver, Jamal Murray. He's having a hamstring issue. They have not determined how long he's going to be out. You brought up the Pelicans last week, and I know you said Zion's health was the focal point. Yeah, the key guy, C.J. McCollum, he is out right now with what is called a collapsed lung. Yeah, that's serious. You know what I'm saying? So we got some key teams that's dealing with the injury bug early. All right. Any thoughts or feelings how that's gonna affect where these teams are at right now in the early going? I need you to go get it.
Right now, right now, with CJ McCollum out, you don't even really know if he's gonna come back because you don't want to play with a motherfucker collapse lung.
Right. Exactly.
I'm like, what I'm saying? I think, what I'm saying, you would like to have CJ McCollum in that role with them,
Hmm.
but I think New Orleans still got enough without CJ McCollum still to contend anyway.
Well, I'm remembering, you last week as far as a team that can make some noise in the West, and you point out New Orleans. And I know you said that was contingent on Zion Williamson's health. So with someone like CJ McCollum out, and you saying they got enough, this is definitely where Brandon Ingram, okay, can step up. Uh, I like Brandon Ingram. I know I do. I mean, getting out of LA, I think was the best thing for his career. We talk about his 6'9". He's got length. He can be able to create his own shot, spot up 3-point guy. He's gotten better on defense the last couple of years too. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how that works out. Earlier, you talked about the Knicks and San Antonio. It's jumping off right now.
They just
Uh,
ended.
okay, so soon, about to tip off. All right, we talk about Golden State and Denver.
Nick,
All right, they had
Knicks won 126, 105. I could tell you a lot about this game because while we was talking, saying the game was going on. The Knicks was up by 30. San Antonio chopped it down to about 14, and they could never get past 14. Knicks ran it up to 21 ball game.
right. Well, I mean, 30-point lead is a 30-point lead. You know what I'm saying? All right, so with the back end of the doubleheader as far as Golden State, Denver, it's a key game in the Western Conference, and then and continue with this injury theme. All right, so Jamal Murray nursing a hamstring.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly if you've actually played sports and suffered a hamstring issue, you know how delicate those things can be. Denver has not given, they have not given them out an actual amount of time as far as Murray being out. So with Golden State coming up and, telling the rest of the schedule, you know what I'm saying? Jamal Murray, can Denver hold serve until he gets back and healthy? I need you to go get it.
I think this could be the best thing for Denver because you get this injury early and out the way.
Okay.
Because you're only gonna have to deal with that for about 2 weeks, basically.
Okay, so depending if they're on a back-to-back game situation tonight, 2 weeks, so what? Talking what, 5, 6 games? So around there.
Nah, it's probably gonna be about. It's probably gonna be about 9 to 10 because
Okay.
around that time you might have 3 or 4 games in a week.
Right, and then what I'm saying, like you said, like when we're talking about an early season back-to-back situation as far as the game. You know what I'm saying? I hate that Ant is not making it back with us. All right, because I definitely wanted to get into, I wanted to get into some college basketball between the men's and the ladies. You know what I'm saying? We'll mention real quick, while real KD looks like he's about to take a nap. Louisville men's and women's, okay, handle their business for their season openers. All right.
I guess I got like some personal shit to go on with the motherfucking men's team, but keep on going.
No, go ahead, bro. Please, by all means. Express yourself, nigga.
No, because for the simple fact, here we go. You want me to express myself?
Yes, this is out of bounds live, nigga. That's what we do. Let's go. Go get it.
Here we go. The first issue is why these players ain't responding to Kenny Payne? And I'm sitting up here and I'm like, I'm watching this motherfucker Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching this whole goddamn game on the motherfucking computer. Okay, y'all down 8. And then when they trying to come back, I see Kenny Payne on the bench. He's sitting over yelling at the players. You know what I'm saying? I guess trying to get them to do something.
Okay.
They come back and do the same shit that got them down in the first fucking place.
Well, maybe that's why he was yelling at him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, but what I was branching off of that was the players ain't listening to him.
And that's
They really
never
not.
that's never a good thing. I mean, and knowing how I feel about college basketball, and it's just not about coaching these kids on the court, you know, leading them into manhood, or as far as women's college hoops, you know what I'm saying, helping these girls become young ladies and women. And so with all that, you know what I'm saying, there has to be a level of steadfastness, a level of focus, a level of determination and dedication. And for whatever reason, as KD points out, the times the players just seem to tune Coach Payne out. Maybe it's a lack of those 4 qualities from Coach Payne himself. Maybe this is part of what the players are not responding to. It's hard to respond to qualities that's not being displayed. I understand, and not learning those habits. You picking up on those positive points. You know what I'm saying, and working that into your normal routine on and off the court. All right. Gotta reiterate why we love the athletics, and when we discuss college athletics, you know, we discuss players and teams and coaches and scores. Yet at the end of the day, okay, it is about these young men and these young ladies' development, not just as athletes, okay, as contributing members of society. And just like getting the X's and O's right, Kenny Payne is supposed to be leading the charge in that regards as well. All right, so I guess that will be a parting shot from your man, the real Katie in the building. You know what I'm saying? You good, bruh? You look a little, you look a little tired. You know what I'm saying? You need to lay it down. Is that what it is?
Man, I'm over there, man.
All right. So look, man, we're gonna hop up off here real quick. Sorry about the late start. And once again, it seems like our man 6ix9ine got put in daddy daycare mode. I hate. But in the meantime, in between time, it's your man Chris, aka Apocalypse, Katie. Let them know what you're standing on before we up out of here.
Man, I'm standing on 2 stacks and 4 flats in the building. You know how
All
we
right.
do.
Friendly neighborhood harbinger of death. All right, on that HNIC, Out of Bounds Live. Hopefully we'll get y'all back next week. Yo, we out.
We out.
All right, y'all, 1.